Oh, what's going on, everybody? It is RayD-TCG finally back at you with a locals deck profile. We're on episode 5 of season 3, and here joining us again, we've got Brad. But this time he's not playing Cosmo. What are you playing tonight, Brad?
Playing the best deck in all of the TCG, Floowandereeze.
Ooh, yeah, everybody loves that deck.
That's not true.
It's the best deck in the world.
We hate you.
He's magically lost the birds.
I did lose to birds.
He lost the birds.
Well, Brad, without any further ado, let's see what makes your deck stand above the rest tonight.
Doesn't, right? We start with the standard bird engine. We run 3 copies of Floowandereeze Rabina, our searcher, the combo starter.
As the old meme goes, normal Rabina. Response?
Rabina. Hopefully not. After that, we run 3 copies of Eaglin.
So, what are the difference between these birds for those who may not be familiar?
Rabina searches a small bird, level 4 lower winged beast, and Eaglin fetches your big bird, level 7 or higher. And then all the small birds have an effect. After their effect resolves, they get to immediately normal summon. So you get to add normal. 2 other birds in the list, 2 more small birds. I run 2 copies of Street personally. I like Street. It's good interruption on the opponent's turn. Target a card, banish it. In either graveyard and banish it, then immediately normal summon. And then we run our 1 token and grab a spell or trap that we banish off of map if we are to banish one, or an Impin or Snowl if we are to banish that from our grave if our opponent is to out it. These are small birds. Small birds also have a second effect. If they are face up on the field and we leave the field, they get banished instead, which is good against things like Cashier or Fenrir or evenly matched. That's it for our small birds. Once that, we go into the big birds. First with our Floowandereeze birds, we run 2 Impin. Impin, classic Impin, search and spell trap. Very annoying card to out. Very hard to out in battle.
Yeah, what's the, again, for those not familiar, what is the continuous effect with this card?
So Impin has 3 effects. The continuous effect is that your opponent cannot activate the effects of special summon monsters in attack position. So if you're playing a link deck like Malice, pretty much completely shuts it down. When it's normal, or when it's tribute summon, not normal summon. If it's tribute summon, you can add a Floowandereeze spell trap, any Floowandereeze spell trap, then immediately normal summon again. And then once per battle, not once per turn, but once per battle, if you are to battle with Impin, you can banish a card from your hand and have your opponent's attack and defense.
Okay, so now I see with all these effects, I can see why people are not very partial towards this card, at least when going against it.
Impin's the homie, all right? Eat penguin. Blue Eyes White Dragon loses to a penguin.
Can I also point out that the add of a spell or trap is also not once per turn?
That is true. It's not once per turn. So you can summon multiple Impins. You can get multiple spell traps.
No, that is crazy.
Very good card. I love Impin. He's my favorite.
So do you run any other big birds besides Impin?
Of course. We run 4 big birds in total. Four different big birds. I think it's 5 cards in total. Next we go with the Floowandereeze Snowl.
Not a lot of people are running that. Can you tell us what that does?
I like Snowl. So Snowl, while he's tribute summoned, I can conduct 3 normal summons instead of 1, which is pretty good. Very good if
That's
you have
a lot of normal summons.
Very good if you have unexplored winds on board and a lot of big birds in hand. When it's while it's tribute summoned in the monster zone, all of my monsters get piercing damage, which is kind of good in time. Also pretty good if your opponent has a lot of small defense monsters. And then its third effect, because both the big birds have 3 effects. Third effect is, during my opponent's turn, I can banish a card from hand and change all special summon monsters my opponent controls to face down defense position. So it's a book, which is pretty good. Next we go standard Floowandereeze, 1 Apex Avian, generic Omni Negate. Next we go Rise of Mega Monarch. Very fun card. Very, very fun. This card can loop things like Harpy's Featherstorm, return himself to hand so you can continuously use it. He's just very annoying in general. You can give my opponent a hand trap on the top of their deck if I want to be mean. If it's late game, something like that. Something where the card that they have just doesn't matter because I'm going to kill them next turn. And that's it for all of our little and big birds. Next we go into hand traps. We run 2 Mulcharmy Fuwalas.
Which is, funny enough, searchable in this deck.
That is true. Rabina can search Fuwalas. I don't know why you ever would.
Yeah.
But you can search it off of Rabina. I don't run 3 because I have other cards in the deck that I would rather run over Fuwalas. And to this day, I've never resolved Fuwalas. It always gets ashed, unfortunately. We continue with our last hand trap, the 1 Shifter.
So sad it got put to 1.
Please unlimited Shifter. I don't know That rounds out our monsters. Next we go on to our spell cards. We run 3 Floowandereeze Magnificent Map. This card's broken. If my opponent normal summons, I can normal summon. Then during my main phase, I can reveal a level 1 Floowandereeze monster in my hand, banish a Floowandereeze card, not a Floowandereeze monster, but a Floowandereeze card with a different name for my deck, and then immediately normal summon the revealed monster. We run 1 Unexplored Winds, also very good card. Conduct tribute summons that require tributes by sending 1 monster I control and a card my opponent controls to the graveyard. It is still considered a tribute summon,
And then during my main phase, I can mulligan. I can reveal up to 2 winged beast monsters in my hand, place them on the bottom of the deck, and draw that many cards.
And this is really good for outing Towers monsters.
This card is not good for outing Towers monsters.
Really?
Things like Blackwing Armor Master and Raid Raptor Rising Rebellion Falcon are unaffected by it, but monsters that are unaffected by activated effects like Expelling Noir and Psychic End Punisher can be tributed by Unexplored Winds.
Yes, and trust me, he's tributed my Psychic End Punisher before with this card.
One of the only outs I have is that stupid card. End doesn't work again.
Yeah.
Yeah, very good card. And it's not once per turn either. Well, the draw is once per turn. The Tribute Summon is not an activated effect, and it's not once per turn.
Yeah, that is pretty good.
Very, very, very good. Next, we run consistency cards. We run our 3 advents. Banish a Winged Beast from hand, so I can banish Mulcharmy Flawless if I'm going first and open it. And then add a Floowandereeze monster or field spell from deck to hand and gain 500 life points. Next, we run our 1 Prosby. I recently added Prosby back into the deck. Prosby, everyone knows Prosby. Prosby is a good card.
So, why this over, let's say, Pot of Extravagance?
I just like the Excavate 6 more. Floowandereeze can be a bricky deck, and instead of a blind +1, I'd rather get Excavate 6 and add 1.
That's a fair point.
Yeah, it does shut off the Unexplored Winds, so I mean, again, the Excavate 6 is ridiculously powerful. Next consistency, 3 Pot of Duality. Excavate 3, add 1, can't special summon, the rest get shuffled. So if I open Pot of Duality and Pot of Prosby and my opponent doesn't have any hand traps, it's pretty much Excavate 9.
Yeah, that's pretty broken.
And
not gonna lie.
You're bound to hit something with 9 excavations.
Yeah,
right.
If you don't hit something with 9 excavations, then you are just a bad player.
Yeah, right. We run our 1 talents.
We hate you.
No, we don't hate them.
They hate me for playing birds. Even they love me for playing birds.
This is unrelated to your Yu-Gi-Oh deck. We just hate you.
They love my birds. We run the 1 Thrust. I would run 3, but again, I feel like there's better cards to run aside from Thrust. Thrust is very good. Thrust is very powerful, but
it can search the upcoming Featherstorm that we're about to see.
I do enjoy Featherstorm. It's a very good card. I can't search it, but I do only run 1. The rest, I think, are in a different deck. We run 3 Book of Eclipse. Me personally, I like Book of Eclipse. It can protect the little birds from things that target like Veil or Imperm, and it's also a pretty good board breaker. I used it today to book my opponent's board, and I cleared it.
Yep.
Also used it to bait out Omni Negates before. We run Terraforming, our 4th copy of Map, basically. Put it over here with Map. We run 1 Called By, just to stop Ash Imperm. No, not Ash Imperm. Ash Veiler, because why not? A card I've been thinking about taking out and adding a 2nd Thrust is D-Fissure. I do like D-Fissure. It is very funny. They limited shifter, so I got to think of something to do.
It's your version of Synchro Zone.
Yeah, it is. Synchro Zone's an annoying card. Next, that concludes all of our spells. Next, we go to traps. We run the 1 Dreaming Town. Again, it's normal search off Impin. Very good card. Normal summon and book. And by normal summon, I mean normal summon 20 times and then book your opponent's board. We run the 2 copies of Harpy's Featherstorm. I mean deck 2 instead of 1 or 3.
This is the card that everybody hates.
That card's a good card. That card's fair. I have to have a win monster.
What's worse is what he's about to show.
And then the last card of the deck, which I personally think is the reason why I don't run 3 Featherstorm, and my personal favorite card in Floowandereeze is Floowandereeze and the Scary Suit.
Ooh.
Which not a lot of people run this card, but I think this card's really good.
But tell the audience what this card does.
All right, so when my opponent would inherently special summon a monster, be it Synchro, XYZ, Link, just an inherent special summon like Fenrir, well, I control no special summon monsters and a face-up tribute summon monster, like an Impense Now, Apex Avian, Mega Monarch, any of those. It negates the summon, bounces the card back to their hand, and then my opponent cannot special summon for the rest of the turn. But they get 3 normal summons. So they get to normal summon, my map gets to go off, and I get to normal summon a lot. They get 3 normal summons, I get 5. Very fair card. I love Scary Suit.
Right?
I love Scary Suit. It's a good card.
This card, as I imagine, has helped you win duels that you otherwise shouldn't have.
Oh, many. I've won many a game against Malice and Razia with Scary Suit. Because it's counter trap. It's counter trap as well. It means they only respond to by the counter traps.
Oh yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Really good card.
It is. It's my buddy Caleb's favorite card in all of Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah.
He loves Scary Suit very much.
But right, and now to the extra deck, which you probably rarely use, but we'll take a look at it anyways.
Nope, extra deck. It's literally just the Cosmo extra deck. They're all just everywhere. They don't really matter. I was supposed to run a different extra deck, but I couldn't find. I was gonna run Cosmo today, but I didn't find my Cosmo deck.
Hey, look, it's a winged beast.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's Towers monster. Anything can't affect him. Which sucks. But yeah, the extra deck doesn't really matter. It's just my Cosmo extra deck. So that's that. But then the side deck.
Yes.
That here. This is just
the ever fabled sideboard.
Yeah, for Prosby fodder. Side deck, pretty typical. We run 3 Lancia for Malice. That deck's still in the meta right now. That deck's very annoying.
Yeah. But I thought your deck liked stuff getting banished.
It does. My deck loves stuff getting banished. But I'm not going to do this on... This is for their turn if they go first.
Right.
Hopefully. If not, I'd rather turn skip Malice and lose my follow-up because then I can get Impin out. And they can't really do anything against Impin.
Card of the day.
Yeah. 3 evenly matched. Naturally. Evenly matched, very good card. We run 3 Dark Ruler. Dark Ruler, also a very good card. This
Side deck is somewhat incomplete. I'm missing 3 cards from it, but again, I just grabbed this deck and just ran out of my house today because I was running late. 1 Lightning Storm, 1 Cosmic, and 1 Rivalry.
Oh yeah, good card right
Yeah,
here,
very good
especially
card.
for your deck.
Yeah, they're all winged beasts.
All right, well, Brad, that concludes your deck profile. Do you have any shout-outs you want to make?
Obviously, shout out to you, RayD-TCG, the homie, the one and only. Shout out to West, even though he hates birds. Shout out to Caleb, my man right here. Got sunk in the scary sea again, couldn't navigate it. Always gets sunk. Sea's literally littered with boats. Shout out to David right here, also lost to birds.
I did lose to birds.
He loves birds. Everyone loves birds.
Yeah, that we do, and we love you, Brad. Hey, thanks
Always,
for being
man,
on the
always.
channel again, and hopefully when the new Psychic support comes out, we'll see another Cosmo deck profile.
Oh,
from
you will. I've got big plans for it. I already got a deck list and everything
Good,
for it.
good. Well, it was good having you on the channel again, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Pass turn.